had 13 starts. You played 13 games. You lost 5 of them. Okay, you lost 3 of your last 4. The one game that you won in those last 4 games was to a non-major squad named Citadel. Okay, that's not Alabama. No disrespect to Citadel, but that's not Alabama. That's not Clemson or somebody. And you're 8-5, and everybody is going crazy because over this dude. I'm like, Deshaun Watson was on the board. Deshaun Watson, 32-3. As a career starter for Clemson, who's been in the last 2 national championship games, who's passed for over 4,000 yards both seasons. This same dude who has thrown 76 touchdowns in the last 2 years, who everybody, and I'm sorry, Roll Tide's been all over this show. How y'all lose to Clemson? What happened? Man, Stephen A., this dude, we kept knocking him down. He kept getting up. He kept coming. We couldn't stop him. And all of that is shoved aside because of Mitchell Trubisky, who I never heard of, by the way, until the season was over and it was time to start talking about the NFL Scouting Combine. I think it's a travesty. I hope that Mitchell, I'm not wishing anything bad on Trubisky. I think he's got talent. I hope it works out. But it's about qualifications. And I don't believe that his resume mandates that you move up to get him with the number 2 overall pick in the NFL draft, even with Carson Wentz, who was at North Dakota State. I'm sorry, he won. At least he won on the level he was at. Mitch Trubisky, what the hell has he won? I don't understand it. I'm lost.
Well, let me add to that mix. I look at Mitchell Trubisky, and I say that their upside is pretty high because we don't know much about him. And you look at his size. We like to go by his measurables. We like to go by his arm strength and how smart he is. Everyone talks about his good feet in the pocket, and, you know, he has the mobility to get out of the pocket. Why would you move up 1 pick?
1.
Grab Mitchell Trubisky. And so for San Francisco, I didn't see them drafting him.
Neither did I.
The same guy that they were going to draft at 2, they drafted at 3. And so for John Fox, who probably will be fired in 2 years, he needs a defense that will get to the quarterback. He needs a secondary that can cover. And offensively, you lose Alshon Jeffries, Jay Cutler, an offensive line that was in shambles. Your receiver that you drafted 2 years ago has been hurt the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So you don't have weapons on the outside, but you go and get a quarterback after you have already made a move to sign Mike Glennon for double-digit millions of dollars, a guy who hasn't started in over the last 2 years. So you tell me, what direction are they going to go? Is it all about quarterback? Is it all about the fan base? Because at this particular point, the Bears probably are the worst in that division. That's not saying a lot, but the worst in that division.